This is Christopher Lightfoot, aka K Academics, aka whatever the fuck y'all call me these days. They used to call me Godfrey Blair. This topic I'm talking about is about finding yourself. It's just been, I don't know, it's just been hard for me lately to find out who I really am, but I'm just starting to realize who I really am. All this time, I was just trying to be something I wasn't, try to hide and run away from everything, and it's just been really hard for me for a long time, and I try to cut everything about myself. Like, I try to not do what I used to do. I used to draw a lot. I used to do art, and you know, kind of got a little bit sidetracked with other crap in my life, and kind of fucked me up, and I lost a lot of friends, and sometimes you get lonely sometimes, and sometimes I'm not gonna go blunt in my videos. I'm just gonna keep it 100, because if I don't keep it 100, then who am I? Because at the end of the day, I'm not perfect, and nobody's perfect. And I used to try to do certain things to impress people, and I realized all this stuff I was trying to do made me worse. And I used to hate myself when I was younger because everybody used to make fun of me and shit. Like, everybody used to be like, "Oh, you like to draw anime, and what the fuck wrong with you? You used to draw hentai and all the other crazy bullshit." And don't get me wrong, everybody used to just flame me and make me feel like I wasn't a person. And of course, it affected my life, and it fucked me up. And I was the only child, and I was sheltered, and it hurt. And I thought certain people were my friends, and it turns out they just stabbed me in the back. And you know, I had a hard time trusting people, and that kind of fucked me up. And the life lesson is about just love yourself. And for a long time, for pretty much most of my life, I hated myself, and there were times that I wanted just to end my life. Like, I wanted, and not to say I wanted to kill myself, but like sometimes I would just wish someone would just put a gun in my face and just shoot me themselves, or like stab me, or like I wasn't into suicide or anything. I wasn't suicidal. Like, there are times where I thought about it, but that is not me, and I don't want to be in the cuckoo house. So I try to think that I wasn't myself, and I realized this for like a good, pretty much most of my life. I was like, I said, okay, I say about I say about 23 years of my life, I I wasn't being true to myself. I mean, when I was young, I always knew where I wanted to be. Like, I always wanted to be like, kids, we have fantasy dreams. When I was young, I really wanted to be a game designer, but that's some fantasy shit. So I was like, fuck that shit. And then like later on, I thought about something else, like this graphic design shit, and like everybody used to make fun of me, like, "Oh, why you want to do this? You weirdo, you nerd, you." Everybody used to make fun of me a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, it hurt my feelings because I was like, I was really, I mean, high school, I was cool with people, but I don't even know I count them as friends. Like, I thought they were my friends, but I don't even know what to call them now. Like, I don't even know if I can call them associates, or I don't even know anymore. And in college was like, I felt I was like alone and shit. Like, I mean, I had one really loyal friend, and he's all the way in Suffolk County. I talked to him today. He made my day, and I told him what I was going through and all this bullshit, and I told him everything. Like, he always was there for me from the start. Like, I'm not saying that other niggas ain't there for me in my life. I'm not trying to single y'all out, but like, it seems like he always tried to call me and make sure I'm alright. And there's a lot of times where I told him I was alright, but I was lying to him, and and I felt bad. Like I told him what happened to me, and a lot of bad shit. But I can I can redeem myself, and you know I just gotta find out who I really am. And somewhere deep down, I think I know who I am. But it's just I fronted for mad long. I just fronted it because I was so afraid. I just want people to accept me for me, and it seemed like nobody really accept me for me, and it hurt for once. And I just wanted somebody to love me for me. And sometimes I feel like I didn't get a lot of love, and you know how family is. You have to love them, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie. See, the thing about me, I'm not gonna go blunt and be like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna tell. The problem with people always want to lie to people, man, and I'm tired of this shit. Like everybody want to sugarcoat shit. Fuck that sugarcoating shit, nigga. I'm about to fucking tell the truth. Like for real, I'm just gonna be like, yo, this sugarcoat shit ain't gonna work in life, man. Like, cause I'm starting to learn that now. Like, cause old friend told me he always gonna keep it 100. So now I gotta keep it 100 too because I always try to keep it like 50, 40, 30 because I was so concerned of hurting other niggas' feelings. I didn't want to be that nigga like, oh, fuck you, nigga, da 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 da. I'm not calling no shots. But I know niggas gonna be like, when they watch the video, they're like, oh, you calling shots on me, and da da da. I'm like, no, I'm not. Because this is the thing, like, I'm tired of people just lying to each other. I just want people to be real with me, and I'll be real with them. And they just tell me the truth in the front and always just be there for me. If you're loyal to me, I'm loyal to you. Because you're my dog, and that's how I'm going to be. I'm not going to be like that type of nigga, like, oh, what's good, how are you? And then I'll go behind your back like, fuck that nigga. No, I'm not that type of nigga. Like, I don't want to be that type of nigga. And the same goes to y'all females, too. Like, I hate when girls, like, hug me and shit, and then, like, then they go behind their back, like, they'll talk some shit to somebody I know, and then I'll be like, damn, that's fucked up. I thought you were my homegirl. And then, like, this is why I had a hard time trusting people. Like, family wise, I know people be like, why you telling personal shit? I'm not ashamed of myself no more. All my years, I was ashamed of myself. From now on, I don't give a damn. If this hurt me, so be it. Like, because I'd rather be real than not be real. I've been hurt from my family for a long time, and there were times where I wouldn't care if somebody hurt. Like, I'm in the bottom of my heart, I wouldn't care if somebody hurting my family during that time. Like, if niggas got robbed and they shot my family, like, go ahead, you can kill them niggas, I don't care. But like, the fact of the matter is, I know it's wrong for me to say stuff like that on YouTube, but fuck it, I'm gonna say how I feel. But now I realize I don't want nobody to ever get hurt in their life. It can be friends, enemies, whoever. Like, I don't wish nobody bad. I just wish everybody the best. And with me, in my type of situation, why are you like this? Well, I've been going through this phases in my life since I was a little kid. When you always been sheltered, you don't know what to do in life, and then you get older, you like a lost puppy. Like, you don't know what to do, you don't know who to trust, because you've been hurt by a lot of people in your family. So you're like, okay. And then later on, when it comes to friends, like, you don't know who your friends are, who's your enemies. You get confused, and like, you think that nigga's your dog, he'll help you out with a situation. And then later on, when you least step you stab you in the back, and then like, you kind of feel lost. And that's why I didn't want friends. I didn't want friends. I remember my pops used to think something was wrong with me when I was young. It's just I just didn't trust people, and like, and I thought I didn't trust nobody. Like, I didn't trust my family. I didn't know who to trust. I was like a lost puppy. I was a lost soul. Like, and the only one I really trust right now in my life is really my uncle and my aunt. That's the only family I really got, and like, everybody else is just all about money and shit. I don't trust. I don't even like money no more. Like money is the root of all evil, man. It's just, yeah, money help you do certain shit. Yeah, I want money to help me, but at the same time, like, the love of money is the root of all evil, and people love money. And like, I don't love money. I love people, and I want to just be there for people, man. Like, if someone down, I want to get them right up. And if I'm down, I want somebody to get me up, but I don't want nobody to put me down more, shit on me more. Oh, I see him down. Let me shit on him some more. I see shit on his hair. Let me shit on him more. Nah, nigga don't need that, man. Nigga need help. And I'm not just talking about myself. It's just talking about people in general. Like, there's like a lot of people in this world that are hurt, and it might be everyday people, and everyday people, everybody's suffering. Even the people that you think they're not suffering, they're suffering too, because it's hard to find people to understand the things they go through. And I get tired. It saddens me in my life. And like when I see people sad, like sometimes I just want to say, like, sometimes you just want to talk to that person, but you know if you talk to that person, you don't know how the person's gonna react, because they're in so much pain, they don't know who to trust. And I understand how they feel, and trust is very hard these days to trust people, and I'm starting to learn that, like, but the ones I trust are the ones that always. If you're on my phone, I trust you, my nigga, but sometimes you gotta be careful with your family and your friends, because sometimes they can be the major ops, and you gotta be like. Anyway, I'm just telling you this. I'm gonna say this to you. Karma is real. Do unto others what you want others to do to you. If you want to be treated right, then you treat somebody else right. If you want somebody to treat you like shit, then treat somebody else like shit. It's really simple, but people make it hard. Like, it's like this. I did some things to people I'm not proud of, and I'm really ashamed of. And I know, and people who watch this video, they probably know who they are. Like, I probably did some things to them, and this is my public apology. And even though I apologized to you before, I'm gonna apologize again. And it's just, I just wanted to be the right person now. I don't want niggas to like, oh, life is a fuck boy. I'm like, I'm not no fuck boy. I never will be a fuck boy. I'll always be there for my family and my friends, but I don't like when people try to fuck me in the ass. It's not cool, man. Especially when your own family do that shit. That's the worst. And your best friend, you think that nigga's like your bro, and then later on, nigga be a op. But that's, I'm not talking about no specific persons and stuff. I'm just talking about people in general. Like, I'm not talking about a specific person. That's just anybody. Anybody these days can be an op. Like you don't know. Your next door neighbor could be an op. Your own grandmother could be an op. Your cousins, anybody's an op these days. You don't know. That's why I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know people think I'm nuts. Like, that's why I always keep my guard up, and everybody be looking at me like, why you always keep your guard up? You always like act like you always on defense mode, because I know how niggas are, son. I know how niggas are. Niggas gonna try to keep me off guard. Like, when the time they catch me lacking, they're gonna try to stab me, and I'm not gonna let that ever happen again. And I swear to God, if somebody try to catch me lacking, I'm gonna fight for my life, and that's what I'm gonna do. It don't have to be physical. It can be mental, and it's a spiritual mental warfare in this world. Like, everything in the world is fucking spiritual, man. It's deeper than what you think it is. People walking down here everyday lives acting like it's not spiritual and stuff. Spiritual is spiritual, bro. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be religious to believe in spirits and demons and stuff like that. You really don't. And I hate when people be like, you gotta go to church to deal with this. No. Fuck a church. Fuck a judge. Fuck them ops. They're ops. The church is a bunch of ops. The church is a form of gang. It's like the Bloods and the Crips. If you go to church, you're in a gang. But I'm not a Blood or a Crip. No, you're in a gang. You're in a religious gang. All this religious shit is gang, is like spiritual warfare, and I don't want to be involved in that. All I want to do is do right and live right. And the only way I can do that is to stay away from these demons. Like, Pac said this a long time ago when he was alive. Everywhere I go, like, how can I be an angel with all these demons around me? How can I do that? And I thought about that quote what Pac said. How can I be an angel with all these demons? I feel the same way. I'll be in a good mindset, and such be like in some demonic Fredo shit. RP Fredo, but you know, like, you be on some. I'm not trying to talk shit about Fredo, man, because at the end of the day, like, even DJ Academic be always trying to say all the demonic da 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 da, and I'm like, damn, man. I mean, yeah, what Fredo music was is kind of crazy, but at the end of the day, I respect Academic, because he even said, like, yo, I'm not gonna put a man down when he's dead. And that's the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna put a man down when he's dead, or the things that you should not do to a man when he's dead. You're not putting him down when he's dead, or when he's down to the ground. Those are the two things you should not do. When a nigga's down, you're supposed to pick him right up. When the nigga's dead, you're supposed to talk good about him. Even if he did a lot of bad, you still gotta talk good about him, because at the end of the day, there's a spirit inside of him, and that spirit may not be bad, but the other things I'm not trying to be spiritual and stuff, but you know, life is spiritual. That's all I'm trying to say. And you know, thank you guys for listening. I got a Snapchat. My Snapchat is K Academics. My Facebook is, I think it's still Godfrey Blair, and my Instagram is K Academics. No, I'm not related to DJ Academics. The reason, okay, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I call myself K Academics. It was a while ago. I used to work at McDonald's, right? And everybody, I don't know why, people was like, you talk, you remind me of academics. Like, you look like an academic. And I was like, I do? And it's funny because I used to watch these videos every day. And it's a funny thing, my younger brother got me to academic. I watched the academics, but I wasn't a fan. Like, when I started hanging out with this nigga, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna say his name. When I started hanging out with Richard, he got me to more academics. Like, he got me to academics. That's one thing I can say about Richard. Like, Richard got me into academics. Shout out to Richard. Shout out to the young nerdy Rich. He got me to academics. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be into academics. Like, academics is like, that's my Bible right there. Like, that's my church. Like, I have to watch academics, and a lot of people don't like academics. I like academics. He's a real nigga, man. Shout out to DJ Academics. Shout out to Nerdy Rich, Young Nerdy Rich. And shout out to Deep Voice. Shout out to everybody who's there for me, and peace and love. Allah.